my name's Patrick McDonough. I'm the owner of Boston Harbor Water Restoration based out of the Boston area. We run a restoration company that does mitigation and reconstruction, again, working mostly around like Eastern Massachusetts. Yeah, I'd say about 18 months. So we started in the fall of 2024. So we got our first job right around Halloween in 2024. So,
Mm.
2025 was
Wow.
our first like full year in earnest in business. I own the business 50-50 with my brother. I run the mitigation side, he runs reconstruction. And I was not previously in this industry at all. I owned a tech company before this that I had sold before getting into it. So we're both pretty new to the industry. We started in 2024. Yeah, so that was really my role primarily.
Mhm.
So my brother really just handled recon. I was doing all of the lead generation by myself effectively. We were managing through a spreadsheet of where I'd like go on Google or ChatGPT, pull a bunch of list of companies and try to like make a bunch of calls and follow up. What would inevitably happen is when we got busy, I would then, drop the ball on like staying on top of people. And so tracking what was going on was really tough. So I think what was getting dropped was the ability to start to cultivate new relationships because those take time to, foster and turn into revenue generating referral sources. So I think what's been really valuable about Marketing Ninjas is that it gives us the ability to stay organized and like plug back in and stay on top of it and hold us accountable to making sure we're, playing the long game with some of these relationships. I used to do this, what you guys do myself in like an Excel sheet with like Googling the people and doing all that preliminary reach out. And I think the efficiency it adds of just having the people and the CRM to be able to walk through like, all right, follow up call one, follow up call two, and just keeping us accountable to like do that reach out on a regular basis has been fantastic. And I think you guys do a good job as well of finding the right type of companies based on my feedback. So as I've
Mm.
given notes to you guys, like those are then reflected. So I think that's been great. I think also the way you guys use Slack in combination with your CRM, like it's really helpful. It's really organized and it lets me do a good job. Like when I get busy, when I have time to come back in, like I can pick up where
Mm.
I left off. It's the ability to like keep organized and then have this like business development activity is something that is happening in the background, even when I drop the ball as an owner is super valuable. Yeah, I think before it's like if I had a bunch of time and I really put my head down, you get results. But I
Mhm.
think this, I'm able to devote less time to it and get better results. So like my ROI on my time is much better because it's so organized. Like you come in and it's not like I need to spend an hour just getting prepped to do the phone calls. I'm able to actually put 45 minutes towards it and get
Yeah.
results. Whereas like before, I would have needed 2 hours to do the same amount of stuff. Probably have around 10 people who have like agreed to refer. One company's already referred about 6 jobs. I'd say it's probably around $40,000 worth of work ballpark, which is great. So that's like paid for the cost of this already. We've had like 2 activated plumbing companies, which has been great. So, from
Mm.
immediate results, say we've gotten like $50,000 worth of work. I think which is bigger for me is like we've unlocked the possibility to pursue other lead channels that I likely would not have been able to do without you guys. I think what you guys will provide is like the opportunity to diversify, which if something goes wrong with
Mhm.
my existing plumbing companies, like adds like a safety net to our business, which, I'm excited about. I think again, having the Slack channel and the different
Mhm.
folks you can like tag in it has been really powerful. So, sometimes I'll get to this like in weird hours and I just need to like send you guys messages and then I'll know that it can sort of be handled asynchronously. From a positive
Mhm.
perspective, I think when there has been the need to like escalate and get support, I haven't
Mhm.
felt like I'm on an island. Even on this call, we have three people here with 3 different roles who are like here to help. I think the positive thing about your guy working with you guys is that when there has been issues, like it is escalated and it is solved. So I don't like just I'm not like banging my head against the wall being like, when is this getting solved? Yeah, I think it took about a month. And then I think once we started getting into once I got comfortable using the CRM, like the online portal, and was
Mhm.
able to get into a flow of like, all right, I'm going to block off an hour twice a week or whatever it was, and like go on and make the calls, then it will go. And we were able to get one plumbing company in the first, month and a half, 2 months to agree to refer. Then they started giving jobs. Once I got that feedback loop of like, hey, this works, it felt like there was a path here. The feeling for me was a feeling of traction, that it's all organized on the back end. There's
Mhm.
like floor level that you guys do that keeps it moving in the back end. So things are still moving forward without my direct supervision, which is really valuable to a small business owner. The way the statuses are set up in the CRM, in each opportunity, all the data is already put in. There's notes from your BDRs around, who they spoke to, what they talked about, like advice on how to like talk to them again. So I'm not just going in cold every time. I'm spending less time doing the grunt work to actually be able to make those phone calls and spending more time talking to the people doing the relationships. So I get to send a 2-minute Slack message instead of needing to go and do 2 hours of work myself. It's given me the confidence to hire a business development person to run with this. I think before I didn't feel that I could delegate the business development because we didn't have systems in place. Now there's a system in place, 6 months ago, I wouldn't have felt comfortable hiring a BDR because it would have been like, what are they going to do? And I might just waste whatever I'm paying them. So I think it's given me the confidence to hire that person. Now that person isn't on board yet. So it's not like I'm like, hey, I don't have to do this yet. But I feel like there's a path here. I would say it's a no-brainer. I think you pay for the cost with like a job or two, you will break even, and then it'll give you the opportunity to potentially grow a lot. There's really only upside. So why wouldn't you do it?